Yo, John.
What up?
So we were talking about my 3-year-old niece visiting,
Mhm.
and in all of her Virgo wisdom, she said to me when I called her, I said, "Come here, babe." She said, "I'm not a babe." I said, "Okay, come here, big girl." She said, "I'm not a big girl." I said, "Okay, well, who are you?" And she said, "I am," and she said her first and last name. And I said,
Mm,
"Well, all right,
mm,
excuse me." I stand corrected. And
mm,
I sat on that idea of even at 3 years old, she
mhm,
knows who she is
mhm,
and what she wants to be identified as
mhm,
and called by others. And it made me think about just in life in general and thinking about myself and how I too, don't want to just be thought of as whatever thing or name you come up with for me or whatever ideas you have about me.
mhm,
I am who I am,
mhm.
and that's who I am. What are your thoughts about that?
I think that's part of the challenge with so many people right now is not being self-aware of who they are,
Mhm.
and then also allowing people to define who they are. I
Mhm.
think if more of us took ownership of that, similar to your niece, then people would be more comfortable. Um, think about social media. To me, social media presents an opportunity for folks to be who they've created in their mind that they want to be. It's not
Yeah.
too many people that are authentic on social media, but then also the likes and the comments start to shape and mold who people become.
Yeah.
Look at uh, reality show
Mhm.
stars
Mhm.
from season 1 to season whatever 10, 5, whatever. They've changed drastically,
Yeah.
and they change because comments, blogs, memes, anything. And so I think it's awesome that she knows who she is and how she wants to be addressed.
Yes.
But I think that people oftentimes try to put you in a box that they've created for you
Mhm.
rather than acknowledging who you are and how you present yourself, because the box that they put you in makes them feel more comfortable
Mhm.
with you. So I say break out the box,
Break out the
because
box.
I am not here to fit your narrative or what makes you feel comfortable because of my confidence, personality, or whatever. So I think that, she shared some words of wisdom,
I know.
even in her little self.
Listen.
I am not these things that you're trying to define me as, but I am this person. I think we need more of that, especially now. There are so many people who are not genuine, who are not, you really don't know who you're dealing with.
Mhm.
You don't, you remember back in the day where they used to say when you first start dating someone, you're dating their representative.
Right.
Listen, you never stop. It's like the representative till forever. You really just don't, I don't know. That's hard. And that's probably why going back to that, what, episode 1, 2, if I didn't know you when I was growing up, I don't know you. I don't know. I mean, other than you, because people don't present like. I
Right.
appreciate that she said that. I think more of us need
Mhm.
to say. Like, I remember someone was trying to call me by my last name, but
Mhm.
I don't know you like that. And
Yeah.
I was like, no, my name is Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what? You can't
Absolutely.
give me nicknames and stuff. Like, we're not. What is that? Okay, so going back, right? You ever hang around somebody or whatever, or they meet you, like if you introduce me to one of your friends
Mhm.
or whatever, and you call me Tiff or whatever, and they're like, "Hey Tiff," I'm automatically like,
I don't know you.
"I don't know you. My name is Tiffany."
Exactly. Exactly.
So how do you feel, how do you feel about, like, I call you D, like, you,
Right.
like, but if somebody doesn't know you and tries to rename, it's like you don't know me. What's up?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, yeah, no. Like, I think very few of my family members call me Danny, and that's
Mhm.
fine. Please, no one other than my family call me Danny because That is a very like it takes me
Mhm.
back to a time and a
Mhm.
place and a people, and you weren't a part,
You
whoever was
weren't
not a part of
there.
that. No.
Exactly. Exactly. You were
No,
not
no.
there. So you don't
Exactly.
get to do that. You don't get to partake in
No.
this here naming.
Right.
Um, no, I think so along those lines, I think that if we were more self-aware and more committed to owning who we are,
Hmm.
um, a lot of us wouldn't lose ourselves in our relationships. Not to
Yeah.
bring it about relationships, but me and you. And
Hmm.
there's one example in mind where
Uh-oh.
someone completely changed who they are for this man.
Oh, me? Was it me?
Not
Did I do
you.
that? Wait,
No, crazy. I said we have an example of a person. Neither of us. Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. I'm
Ladies and
sorry.
gentlemen, she
I'm
is
sorry.
failing. We
I got
probably didn't
confused.
talk
I
about
got
this before.
confused sometimes.
But anyway, this person changed their entire persona so
Mm.
that this man would like them
Mm.
because initially he wasn't interested. Needless to say, it didn't end well and they ended up
Got
breaking
you,
up. That's
got you,
just
got
whatever.
you, got you. Right.
But I
Yes.
say that to say it's okay. I think that it's natural for you to start to get interested in the things that the person you're with does. And they're interested in things that you do. But when you start to take like when it starts to take over who you are and you start to shed all the things that you liked or whatever and you're
Right.
only doing the things that they like, that's dangerous.
It is. You definitely lose yourself in that. You lose at what drew them to you.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
drew them to you, and then you change to become more like them, or to you think you're becoming more appealing to them because you are taking on their interests, when the person that they were interested in is the person that they met, and you didn't know
Mhm.
what their interests were before them. Like you
Mhm.
said, I totally agree, having mutual interest or finding things that you all can do together doesn't even mean that you have to like it. Like
Mhm.
I, might not enjoy, I don't know, bicycling. I don't, maybe I'm just making something up. But if my partner does and that's something that they want to do, okay,
Mhm.
we can do that together. But this, I still may not find joy in it. And I'm gonna let you know.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
Another thing that this kind of made me think about is there's this more recent photo thing on Instagram that I just did. You know how it like you add your photos to this
Mhm.
theme, and the
Okay.
theme was about hair. And it was
Mm.
like long hair, short hair, braids,
Oh Lord, you
color,
got
all of that.
1.5 million
I
pictures.
know, I know, I know. But it's so interesting. And I was looking at the pictures and looking at myself, and it was pictures through time. And, I believe that people perceive me in particular ways based
Mhm.
on how I appear. I
Mm.
have had the straight natural hair. I've had the curly
Mhm.
natural hair. I've had locks. I've had
Mhm.
short, brushable cut. Like I've had
Mhm.
all of those things because I like to express myself in
Mhm.
that way. And people might see me now and see that I am locked, and then have an assumption that I am like this particular, and I'm not even going to put an identity to it because
Uh-huh.
I think it's wrong to say,
Mhm.
but they might think I'm a particular way because of what
Mhm.
they see.
Mhm.
And that again is, I think, a representative, but it's not the representative that I'm putting on, it's the representative that people have in their minds. So
Mhm.
like being sure of yourself is being also able to appear however you decide and still be
Mhm.
authentically whomever you are and
Mhm.
who you want people to know you as, and
Mhm.
being sure of that. But going back to what you're saying about like, taking on a particular persona for others, I just that's so messy to me,
Mm.
because then when you lose yourself and you find yourself in unhappiness, who do
Mhm.
you have to blame but yourself?
That part.
Right.
That part. Listen, it mm, I had a thought. My goodness. It was a good one. It was a good one. All right. Nope, can't find it now. Okay. Well, I'm trying to it was good. It was good. It was right there and then it
Right
went
there.
that way.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about um just losing yourself and then you were talking about your hair. Talk about people trying to or making an assumption about who you are. Let's talk about the RBF.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Listen.
Oh,
So, how many people have you heard talk about my RBF And how many people have made assumptions about who and how I am because of that? Now, first, let's start with the fact that I am from the west side of
Yes,
Philadelphia. Got,
indeed.
got.
Indeed.
And so, because of that, there's a
Hmm.
certain way you got to walk around the street, or at least when I was growing up.
Indeed.
And maybe you don't have to do that so much now. Well, no, I think you do.
You do.
But
You do.
so you start to develop this RBF, and I
Mhm.
hope that our listeners know what RBF means.
Mhm.
Otherwise,
Mhm.
we'll share it in the comments. But that's another way that people try to define you without
Yeah.
even knowing you.
Mhm.
And I think that I surprised a lot of people. I remember when we went on our first work something, and I was in rare form, and you just about lost it, almost fell out your chair laughing because I was just acting a crazy
Yes,
fool.
indeed.
And
Yes.
you were like, "Oh my
Who is
God, are
this
you really
person?
doing this in front of these people?" I'm like, "Oh, yes, this is my stage. These are my people. Like, it is okay." But I think the RBF is definitely a way that people try to
Mhm.
define you and put you in a box.
Yeah, definitely. Now, the interesting thing is, in most cases, the people who have said something about the RBF, whether it be you or myself, have been men, and I just need to pull the men in for a moment. Get close, get close. Mind your business.
Period.
Mind your business. Like
Period.
how my face is, you don't know what's going on in this noggin and why my face is the way that it is. It's
Period.
not because I'm unhappy. It's not because I'm angry. It's because this is the face. Period. This is the face. This is the face that you're gonna get. This is the face that everybody's gonna get. Mind your business. Why you ain't smiling? Dang, is it that bad? Come on, shorty. Let me see a smile. I'm sorry. Wait, okay, this is so random. The other day I was coming out of the parking garage at work and I see someone motioning and I'm like, what is happening? And I'm thinking this gentleman needs directions or he needs some instruction. I don't know. So I roll my window down and I say, I'm sorry, because it seems like he was trying to say something with my
How
windows
did you
down.
say it? How did you say
I'm
it?
sorry? Like exactly the same. I'm sorry. He said, yo, take my number down. The face that came over me after that was like, no, thank you. I didn't mean, gentlemen, if you are out there, I didn't mean to make that face, but I
She
was annoyed
did. Yes,
because
she did. Yes, she
I
did.
think it might have hurt his feelings a little bit. I did not
Listen,
mean to be mean in that moment, but I thought that he actually needed my help.
the fact that you thought that he needed your help is where I have a problem. Because, ma'am, at this great age, I need you to know what that man was.
Listen,
You
I
sis,
it was the motions he was making seemed like it was like he needed directions, and it was just so
my
strange.
lord,
But
that is
even that, like the
hilarious.
face that he got was for a reason, not because I
Clearly.
was being mean, because I was confused and I was upset that this man was asking me for my phone number when I thought he needed directions.
But here's the funny thing. You said this is my face, and I wanted to say this is my face as it is resting.
As it is resting, as it is resting, take
And
care
that's
of
okay.
it.
And quite honestly, I'm thinking about 1.5 million things.
Right.
So let that be okay.
Exactly.
But it's not just the men.
Yeah, I'm sure. I am sure.
Females got quite what she thinks she no
Right.
sis, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get through
Yeah.
this however many hour day on
Hmm.
this however many hours of sleep trying
Yeah.
to like but that's an easy way. So the response for me, especially even in college was um she got bad attitude or don't nobody want to talk to her, whatever, whatever. But then as soon as somebody has an actual conversation with me, I can't get rid of them. And I'm not making it about a male female thing. Like
Right.
people really be wanting to be my friend. And I'll be
Right.
like, wow. Because you know why? It requires a commitment. And you
Oh,
know how I feel about commitments.
oh Lord, do we have time?
Oh, I don't think we do. That's like 10 episodes. Y'all, I have a problem. A big problem with commitment.
Mm,
And I don't
mhm.
know why. why?
Yeah.
Like as we go through more episodes, y'all gonna really learn more about us and more about me. And then at that point, you're gonna be like, well, how you got commitment issues if you have I know, I'm trying to tell you. I'm very layered. What's the onion that you just keep peeling it back? Be like, oh, I didn't know that was. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So y'all gotta stay tuned. 'Cause it's a lot
Stay
to
tuned.
learn. But yeah, I don't know. It
Mhm.
is what it is.
It is.
I
It
think
is. It is.
I'm
It's my
I am okay being who I am, which
right.
is I think when you get to know me, you be like, oh, there's not really one adjective to define her because she is. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
good time.
It makes me think that the definition of RBF is resting Barbie face. There are different Barbies. And the one that you're getting in the moment is the Barbie of the moment. So accept it for what it is and who it is.
That was a really nice way of saying it, I guess. We'll accept that. We'll accept that today and today only. We're having a sell on words today, and Barbie is the word of the day. It's
Indeed,
going to be our
indeed.
25-cent word. What is even happening? Oh my gosh. All in all, I think it's important to present yourself as who you are and don't allow people to put you in boxes. It's
Right,
easy for people to put you in boxes because so often people want to make you more digestible for them,
right.
and it's not up to you to shrink yourself or allow anybody to shrink you
Mhm.
for how they feel, whether that's male, female, family members, anybody. As
Yeah,
we continue to get older, we have experiences, we change. Our character is roughly the same, but you gain more wisdom, you gain more experience. So the way that you respond to things, the way that you interact with things change. And don't allow people to make you feel bad about that or try to dictate how and who you should be.
right. Yeah. It makes me think of something that I do at work. I am, but I am not. So I
Mhm.
am an assertive woman, but I am
Mhm.
not an angry woman. I
Period.
am have a pensive face in the moment, but I
Mhm.
am not a bee because of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
I am, maybe, jovial
Mhm.
or like to laugh and make jokes, but I am not a pushover. Like
Period.
just because you see what you see does not
Mhm.
mean that I am who you want to define me as. I am,
Mhm.
like I said, who I am, and that's who I
Mhm.
am.
Well, I think she put a bow on this here episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining. Share with us in the comments if anybody's ever tried to dictate who you are or tell you who you are or try to change who you are. Talk to us about it. We'd love to engage with you in the comments, and we thank you for watching, and we hope that you'll like and subscribe.
Yes, peace.